which is not the greatest Pokemon in the world to be featured during our first Spotlight Hour. We have had this during a research day, and I'm pretty sure we've had this as a Spotlight Hour Pokemon as well in the past, if I remember correctly. I know it's something that we've had a couple of times, but it is what it is. We don't need the shiny. We have shiny Whiscash and shiny Barboach, I think. I know that I've got multiple Barboach. I'm not actually sure if I've actually evolved one of them into... Let's have a look. Whiscash? Cash? No. Apparently not. Okay, no, there you go. Barboach. How many shinies do we have? 3, 4... We have 4 shiny Barboach, so... yeah, if we don't get one tonight, that's no biggie. No biggie at all. How you doing, James? Welcome in. But yeah, new year, new stream. I was supposed to stream on New Year's Eve for the raid hour. For a Blacephalon raid hour. I was sick again, unfortunately. Woke up that day with a really bad headache and feeling nauseous and stuff like that. So that's how I spent my New Year's. Basically laying in bed with a headache and not feeling well, which was a wonderful way to bring in the new year. So yeah, that was my New Year's. My Christmas was pretty balked as well, being actual sick with influenza. So yeah, terrible end to 2025. It just seemed to be one of those years. But here we are in 2026, and let's hope that it's going to be better. We're 6 days in. Yeah, it's the 6th today, isn't it? Yes, it's the 6th today. Let's see if this year's going to be better. Thumbs up. Let's hope. Everything's going to come up, Jimmy. I swear. Everything's going to be great. It's going to be a great year. Yeah. So yeah. How are we all doing? How did everybody else spend their New Year's? And we can start walking. I'm actually glad that it's not tomorrow, because tomorrow it's going to be like 41 degrees here in Melbourne. So it's going to be an interesting raid hour, being in the car. Yeah. But at least I'm not going to have to walk around in it. Better, maybe, hopefully. We'll see. I have to duck underneath the branch. You invited me to the weekly challenge thing. Yes. I have a tendency of not joining. It's just like when I send gifts. It's just like... Because I get so many of them, so I don't tend to join any of them. It's not a personal thing, it's just I really can't be bothered sort of thing. But how was your New Year's, James? Yeah, so unfortunately this year when it comes to this month when it comes to Spotlight Hours, Hatina is Hatata, whatever you want to call it, is the only one that's sort of half decent, because it's a newish shiny. The rest of the shinies are average stuff that we've had for a while in the game. And then yeah, our next 2 raid hours are absolute trash as well. We have Genesect for the first 2 weeks of 2026. Why? Haven't we just had Genesect like towards the end of last year? Why do we have Genesect again? It is like the most despised raid boss out of pretty much everything. It's like that and the original 3 Reggies tend to be stuff that just doesn't really draw in much of an interest. Yeah, no one's going to want Genesect. I guarantee you the next 2 weeks of raid hours are just going to be absolutely dead. And then we have a raid hour on Saturday next week. Well, this week, I should say. And it's going to be Zekrom and Reshiram and Kiram, which is stuff that we've just had in raids. So I can't really see that being that popular either, given that we are going to get fusion energy for them, which I suppose is a bit of a draw card since we've just had them. People are going to want to do their fusions, all of that sort of stuff. But given that we've just had the raid bosses, I really can't see them being overly popular. bring back Mewtwo. They will at some point this year. Mewtwo, Rayquaza, Darkrai, I want to say, are raid bosses that we tend to get like once a year, just because they want to keep them popular. They want to like get as much money out of them as they possibly can, so they drip feed them to us once a year just to keep people like really interested in them. So at some point, I wouldn't say that it's going to be in January for Mewtwo. It'll probably be mid-year-ish sort of thing that they'll probably bring it back. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just like that with Mewtwo. It's a one go a year sort of thing. It's a spicy sun today. As I said, I'm glad that I'm not having to walk around in tomorrow. It's going to be hell on earth. 41 and windy. The best. This whole week's going to be pretty hot. It's like 32 today, 41 tomorrow, then back to like 32 on Thursday, and then 38 on Friday. So fantastic, absolute fantastic. Missed you for the I didn't do Blacephalon. I was sick on New Year's Eve, unfortunately. Had like a shocking headache and was feeling nauseous and stuff like that. I was still getting over being like sick, and I was super dehydrated because of like not being able to breathe through my nose and stuff. So unfortunately, yeah, I went to the beach last Monday and spent all day out in the sun, and that just contributed to being dehydrated sort of like during the week. And yeah, Wednesday was not a good day for me. So yeah, my New Year's Eve was spent basically laying in bed dying. That was fun. Whereas Eilish today, she was at work. She didn't really sleep well last night. So chances are she's not going to pop into stream. Because yeah, she's just had a long day at work and stuff and isn't feeling particularly sociable. Which is fine. Yeah, she's just not feeling the best at the moment. Could be lurking. Don't know. But yeah, she only got home within the last 10 minutes or so. 5-10 minutes. So she'll be taking it pretty easy for the evening, I would say. Hey, chum. Thanks for memberizing for the 44th month. How you doing, man? It's been 2 months. Wait, since you've last been in the stream? Oh, it hasn't been that long, I don't think. You're in a stream last month, weren't you? You're just lazy these days, dude. Old mate gets a missus and all of a sudden just hasn't got time to community anymore. I see how it is. Just doesn't want to be our friends anymore. I hate trying to click on these because they're so small. More like living your life now. Hey man, you can live your life and still play Pokemon. I'm doing the same thing, alright? Prioritize better. It's all about putting things in like priorities. You can sneak in a sneaky stream every now and again. No, I know that the time difference makes it very difficult for you to pop into streams. Also, small go burnout. Yeah, I feel like, unfortunately, as I was saying, the stuff starting off this year with raids and spotlight hours and stuff like that, there doesn't really seem to be anything great popping up until our next tour. Everything is very meh. So it's hard to be excited about a game that is closing in on 10 years old now. especially when we get spotlight hours like this, where it's Barboach. No one cares about Barboach. Whiscash is a great PvP Pokemon for Great League. So I mean, if you need Barboach, definitely hook it, like get one, because it's great groundwater type. But yeah, other than that, it's an average Pokemon. And they finally gave us a playable ticket for the tour. Yeah, I just feel like there's just no urgency in the game anymore. There's no... it just feels like developers are just going through the motions with it. Sobble. Ooh, a very, very good Sobble. We'll keep that one. Yeah, I mean, the big events, you know, we've got 3 big events a year, and then everything in between just seems to be filler, just until we get to those big events. I mean, even on the weekend when we had Piplup Community Day Classic, I don't know about you, but the Com Day Classics just, I don't think they're necessary. It's just another filler event. There's too many things on too many consecutive weekends, and none of it's just interesting anymore. You know, they've burnt us out by putting too much stuff. They need to space things out and create a little bit more excitement. Less events, but more exciting events, I think, is what they need to do. You know, quality over quantity is something that seems to be lacking at the moment. Now it's just quantity over quality. Just try and push out as many events as possible just to try and keep people spending money in the game, and it's just not fun. You know, every single weekend you've got something else to do that just feels lackluster. Hey, doing Cookie. What time is it here? 6:15 in the afternoon. Afternoon. At least adding some quality of life to the game now ever since Niantic. It's too little too late though, I feel, for a lot of that stuff. Like, the quality of life stuff is stuff that they should have just done so long ago, instead of adding more useless features that nobody cares about, like routes. You know, changing the avatar system, adding routes, all of that sort of stuff is things that people just did not ask for and did not particularly want. And yeah, there's just so many things in the game which have just been broken forever. Watching from Goulburn, New South Wales. Nice, dude. How are you doing today? Unfortunately, we don't have... I haven't had a bot running in the stream for quite a long time now. Rules are basically just respect everybody. Just be easy going. That's about it. Treat people how you would like to be treated. Don't be a dick. That's... I don't know what else. It's pretty straightforward. We're pretty easy going around these parts. You better care about the routes for Kalos. Why? Why do we need to care about the routes for Kalos? It's all good, Cookie. It's all good. Only you're allowed to cuss. Is that so? I don't know when that became a rule, but fair enough. Wish there was more shade around this path. It's actually nice walking in the shade. It's one of those evenings where if you're in the shade, it's actually quite nice. In the sun, it's still a bit spicy. On Summer Over chats, there's no like age disclosure stuff. Is the same for this one. No, there's no like age disclosure stuff, unfortunately. In Australia, we recently did have the big social media ban for people that are under the age of 16. So a lot of the Australian people that were under the age of 16, unfortunately, can't really interact with chats and stuff anymore. It's because yeah, they've been banned from social media. But no, there's no like disclosure in the chat of telling people what ages are and all that sort of stuff. Zigrad, that's why. Honestly, dude, I don't really care about Zigrad. If I did, I would have it in my I don't even have it added to my decks at this point, just because I don't have enough of interest in the routes to go through the process of doing it. And I need to do it for my level that I'm doing at the moment. It's part of the... Like, I need to do a route 7 days in a row. That's like pulling teeth. It's going to be a warm one this week. Do I stream every day? No, I stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for Spotlight Hour and Raid Hour. And then on weekends, when there's a comm day or a raid day or something like that, I'll stream on those days as well. So I'll be streaming tomorrow. It's going to be 41. Fantastic. At least I'll be sitting in the car because it's a Raid Hour stream. And then on Saturday, I'll be doing Kiram Fusion Day raids from 2 until 5 p.m. Your government bomb, yeah. They did. Crazy world. The thing that I find the most ironic about that whole thing is the whole ICE thing and the American government deporting as many people from the country as they possibly can back to their country of origin, and then they go out of their way to go to a country and kidnap its president and bring them back to America. It's just like, huh? Where is the logic in that? I thought you wanted to send all these people back to their countries. Why are you taking one of them from their country and bringing them to... I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Seems very, very counterintuitive to the whole let's deport everybody because we don't like them mentality. Mine took some precedent. How you doing, Dean? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Also, what's the thing for being friends? You mean in Pokemon Go, Cookie? Because if you're asking how to get onto the friends list, unfortunately, I can't add everybody that wants to be on the friends list just because my friends list is already like fairly full. But I do add people for raid days, raid hours, all that sort of stuff, just so I can get you guys into raids. So yeah, if you come into those streams, I'm happy to add you guys temporarily so I can get you into streams. And then, you know, if I have to remove you when I'm doing back end type of stuff just to clear room on my friends list and stuff like that, I'll just re-add you if you come back into the streams. And yeah, the only way to stay on my list permanently, unfortunately, is to either be somebody that comes into the streams fairly regularly and interacts with me and ends up past the point where I'm sort of like removing people from my list, or being a member of the channel. We had decades of improvements, we ain't going back to that era. Racism and bigotry is back, unfortunately. It's, yeah. For a world that's as PC as it is because of the internet and, you know, you can't say and do things, it seems to be very backwards when it comes to reality. I don't know. I didn't remove you, chomp. What day? Tomorrow is raid hour. So this time tomorrow night, I'll be streaming raids. Unfortunately, it's just Genesect. And then on Saturday, from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. my local time, we'll be doing fusion raids for Kiram. Ugh. Oh yeah, so if you haven't already, guys, please do smash that like button. We're sitting on 7 likes so far, so that's not too bad. I'm a mod, so you get special mod powers if it wasn't a member. Yeah. Honestly, Chum, you're like one of the oldest mods that's still hanging around. I mean, you're not as here as often as you used to be, but... how you doing, Negan? Welcome in. How was your New Year's? Oh. It's too warm. Don't get me wrong, I prefer days like this over winter. Like, I'm very much a summer person, but at the same time, it's like... I just want to be sitting down somewhere with a nice cool drink. Enjoying the weather, not walking around in it. Probably doesn't help that I did a workout before I came down, so... I've been uncomfortably warm all afternoon. What time would it be in America? Well, it'll be this time tomorrow for raid hour, so whatever time it is for you guys. It also depends on which coast you're on. For raid days, I don't really know, because I don't know the time difference sort of thing, time zone difference. I think it's about 10 p.m.-ish. Would that be right? Around, like, I would start a 2 p.m. stream here in Australia around 10 p.m. your time. It's too hot. Tomorrow's going to be worse. It's going to be 41 here in Melbourne tomorrow. It's at the moment, it's... what are we looking at? It's like, what, 30 degrees? 29 degrees? It is going to drop down to high teens overnight, which is good. So there's going to be like a little bit of a cool change. But then, yeah, look at that. Oh my God, it's going to be 41 on Friday now as well. So 32 today, 41 tomorrow, 31, 41. And then thankfully on Saturday when I'm doing my raid day, it's going to be 23 degrees. So it's just like, I can deal with that. 23 degrees is a nice day. Like that I can deal with. I'm so glad that I'm not going to have to sit in the car for 3 hours on a 40 degree day. That's not cool. Shiny luck for 2026. Thank you for rememorizing as well, Megan. It's 12 a.m. for you two now. What, at this time of night? Okay. So what that, yeah. What's that going to translate into for? So yeah, it's going to be like 8, 9 p.m. depending on the, on Saturday sort of thing. Oh, a little bit of shade. You're kind of sick, so your parents let you stay up. Shouldn't it be the opposite though? If you're feeling sick, should you not be going to bed earlier to rest and recuperate? You think sleep is important? Yeah. I tell my body that when I'm sick, like the last couple of times I've been sick, my sinuses have been that blocked that I can't breathe through my nose at all when I'm laying down, or for just in. So yeah, I have to breathe through my mouth all night. And then I get dehydrated. And then it just that's the worst. Yeah, the last couple of times I've been sick, it's been hell trying to sleep. Tired, and I want to sleep, body just won't let me. 31, 33, 33, 38, next 4 days. Yeah, Melbourne's got you beat. 240 plus degree days. And a high 30s in between there. So yeah, it's going to be hot, But yeah, it's going to suck being in Melbourne over the next couple of days. Yeah, but it's when you're not occupied. Your joints are like bad pressure, so you can't sleep. Yeah, my joints were aching with this last sickness as well, which made it really bad. Had to take a lot of painkillers. Yeah, but it's... sorry, I just read that message. What should you shiny hunt? Fire Red. Wait, Fire Red's just Gen 1, isn't it? What's a good Gen 1 Pokemon to... I suppose you could shiny hunt. Why not go with Bulbasaur? It's the number one Pokemon in the deck. So what happens was when you had some kind of bug, throwing up and had the flu. Yeah, basically that's what I had. I was sick like over Christmas and New Year sort of thing. It was influenza A, so it wasn't like it was like the flu, but it wasn't the flu. Just had some flu-like symptoms, but it wasn't too bad. I feel like when I was sick at the end of November, that was actually worse. You've been a mod for this channel for 5 years, starting this year, since you became one back in... Was it 2021, really? How the time flies. I mean, I was thinking about it just the other day. I'm like, it's 2026 already, and I can't... It's like, back in 2020 and 2021, that's when we were streaming Sword and Shield, and I was doing like the Among Us streams with Ghost Squad and stuff like that. And I was still streaming on Twitch like a little bit back then as well. Like the Twitch channel was actually running, and that's where I was doing other content. When I was streaming a bit of the Among Us stuff, and what else did I stream on Twitch? I don't even remember, it was so long ago. And after that you had reactive arthritis in your joints. Dude, how old are you to be getting arthritis? Actually, the true number one in the Pokédex is Rhydon. Is it now? But I'm talking like actual, official. Bulbasaur's the little number one guy. Yeah, great. Wingull. Everybody loves a good Wingull. You're 24. I wish I was still 24. It hurts my soul to know how old I actually am. Your mum literally thought when we were going to the ER I was screaming so bad, she thought I was a baby. That's not good. We'll be turning 25 this year. Enjoy it, because that's when things start going downhill. You hit that 25 age, and then you start to realize how quickly the years go by. It seems like the first 25 years of your life, years just go forever, and you're like, oh, I'm going to be young forever, and then you blink, and then you're 30, and then you blink again, and you're 35, and then you blink again, you're almost 40, and you're like, oh shit, what the hell happened? Trust me, it goes past so quick. 25, just that year where everything changes. Your perception of time seems to change very drastically at 25. Enjoy your last year of being a child. Way too fast. Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't realize how quick time goes past once you... Yeah, it's like that magic year that just everything changes. Like, I honestly remember when I was 25 and I was just like, oh, gee, I'm still in my 20s. Everything is awesome. And then, yeah, it just, the last 15 years has just disappeared. Like, it feels like it was only yesterday when I was still 25, and it's just, yeah, it was almost 15 years ago now. You're 31, and yes, it goes so fast. Your son is almost 2 now. Like, yeah. Yeah, I think that's another thing. Like, once you have kids, it also changes. Like, I don't have kids, but then, yeah, once you have kids and they just start, like, I have a nephew and he's 7 now, and it's just like, wait, what? Yeah, he was born back in 2019, and it's just like, wow, he's already 7. When did that happen? No, you already know. Believe me, you felt like last year went really fast. Yeah, I think 2025 was just one of those years, though. Like, a lot of people, honestly, it just feels like since 2020, since the whole Corona thing, and all, like, the years have just felt like they've all blurred together. It's been a very weird last 6 years. Your son is married. Yeah, and it only like would have felt like yesterday where he was still your little guy, and then, yeah, just blink of an eye, everything changes. The doctor said that in some kids, after you're sick, the cells go into overdrive and protect the body, so you think your cells attacked your joint. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's like an immune system thing. Thinking it was bad stuff. Yeah, it depends on how active your immune system is, because that's what a lot of immune deficiencies are, like autoimmune issues. Is it's basically an overactive immune system which attacks the body because it thinks that there's something invading the body, but it's just your body doing what your body does. Like, to a lesser extent, that's what hay fever and all that sort of stuff is. It's your body overreacting to, like, pollens and all that sort of stuff that are in the air, like any sort of dust or pollen, or your body thinks that it's a foreign invader and it's trying to expel it, so you get hay fever symptoms. It's an overactive immune system, like immune response. Best thing about last year was finally getting out of an abusive relationship and met your current lady, who makes me really happy. That's good, dude. I'm glad that you're happy. And you've found somebody that makes you happy and all that sort of stuff. No, that's good, man. That's what you want. It's the worst pain you've ever felt. Well, that sucks. Hopefully it's not something that you have to live with, and something that, you know, you're going to get on a regular basis. It's 28 right now in Goulburn. That's not too bad. It's about that here in Melbourne as well. Well, just outside of Melbourne. Yeah, it's like 28, 29 degrees right now. But the thing is, you have such bad hay fever your entire life. I have suffered from it since my teenage years. I never got it as a kid. Like, hay fever just wasn't a thing until I got into, I think it was about 12, 13 years old when I started getting hay fever, and it was really bad during, like, my teenage years and my early 20s. And then I still get it, but it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. These days it's basically just runny nose and a little bit of sneezing and just scratchy back of the throat. But that's about it. And then it only lasts for a little bit and then it goes away, sort of thing. Like, I'll only get it for a couple of months and then... Get out of my ear, bug. Keep making mods for Fallout. haven't played Fallout in forevers. I did. It was like, I think it was sometime last year. Yeah, it was after I watched the first season of the Fallout franchise, like the series. I was like, I miss playing Fallout. I miss modding Fallout. So I did actually get back in and do a little bit of work on the mod that I was working on before I started doing Pokemon Go stuff. But that didn't last long. That only lasted like a week or two. And I don't really have the time for it anymore. It's a very time-consuming hobby. And I've just got other things going on, so I just don't have the time to just give to projects like that. Go and get a shiny. Where are they? I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Unfortunately, I don't really need this shiny. I do have 4 of them because this was a research day shiny. But we're trying. We've still got 25 minutes, so we'll see. We'll see if we can get one. Also, in America, where you are speaking these numbers, 28 is free. Yeah, I know. We're talking Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Because we use the sensible metric system. Wait, is Celsius part of the metric system, or is it just... Yeah. I mean, it's a different unit of measurement and stuff like that. But yeah, Celsius, I feel like makes so much more sense than Fahrenheit. Same with just meters and centimeters, and it makes so much more sense than inches and feet and miles. You and your freedom units. Crazy. Crazy, crazy people. You had to do shots for about 3 years. You finally got better with your hay fever, you mean? But your grandma is in New Zealand, so when you went to visit her for a couple of months to do school and your hay fever came back like a wrecking ball. Yeah, New Zealand's one of those countries where there's a lot of trees, a lot of plants and stuff, so that wouldn't... Hang on a second. This is not what we came for. This is not the shiny we're looking for. I mean, we'll take it, but it's not a... Should we be happy that we got a shiny Tentacool rather than a shiny Barboach? Shiny is a shiny. I suppose it is, Taff. We got something. And now you're back in Colorado, so much better. Probably could have done it when you couldn't sleep for your illness. Stop trying to fly up my nose. Yeah, but when you say it's too hot today, 28 sounds low. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, we're talking in Celsius, not Fahrenheit. 28 degrees in Fahrenheit would be, what, close to 100-ish? Someone that's better than at conversions, can you tell me what would be? No? Tents are cool. $39. Oh, okay. Well, it's going to be 41 tomorrow, so what's that going to be, like 110 degrees Fahrenheit-ish? 37 is 100, okay. Well, over the next couple of days, it's going to be around that here, or at least Melbourne. Got a couple of 41-degree days. .41 is 105. Okay. Well, it's going to be 105.8 degrees Fahrenheit over the next couple of days. Okay, exhaustion is kicking in. You gonna go sleep? Oh, good, chum. Cheers for joining in, dude. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good sleep. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the weekend for raid day. Your favourite shiny that you have is Toxel. Just hatched it. Yes, hey, nice. Alright, so we've still got 20 minutes to try and get ourselves the actual shiny that we're chasing, rather than other shinies. Happy New Year's Eve. Yeah, used to, you too, John. Used to, the... Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope that 2026 is the year that everybody wins Lotto and we all are able to buy our dream house. Bro, it's unfair. You guys like coffee, which is caffeine. I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. But if you're talking in general in like Australia, it's just like, especially Melbourne. Melbourne is very particular about coffee. We have a very large Italian and Greek community here in Australia, like in Melbourne. So there is a huge coffee culture here as well. You don't love coffee? Yeah, I'm just not a big coffee drinker. Never have been. And trying to stay awake. Oh, sugar's worst. Like, sugar is like the most addictive substance that humans consume. It's worse than actual like full-blown like hard drugs. But it's in everything. Like sugar is in it. Like it's hard to not consume sugar. Yeah, sugar and caffeine are the two most addictive substances that people use. You hate coffee, you like tea, and you like soda. You know, that's why you wish you liked coffee. I mean, you can consume caffeine without having to have coffee. There is other ways of having it. Just don't get into like energy drinks and stuff. Like if you are, there is healthier alternatives for energy drinks instead of like Monster and Red Bull and stuff. I can't really talk because I'll drink Monsters, like, I don't want to say regularly, but it's only something that I've really gotten into recently. I really like the mango ones, so I drink mango Monsters on a semi-regular basis. But I've never been a big fan of caffeine. Like ever since I was younger, it's just something that I just wasn't really interested in, and I was one of those people that didn't really need caffeine. Like I can get through life. I suppose it's when I started taking my pre-workouts, when I started like working out more, there's caffeine in that. I have built up somewhat of a want for it. I wouldn't say it's an addiction, but it's something that your first shiny of 2026. Same here. I got a Hoot Hoot. It was on New Year's Day, but for some reason the date is it as being on the 31st of the 12th, but I caught it on the 1st. It was after midnight when I caught it. But yeah, I don't know why the date says 25, like 31st of the 12th, because it was not. I caught one Piplup, the other, it was like the second click. that I clicked on because I wasn't really playing because I was seeing Eilish that day. So yeah, second click of the day was the shiny Piplup, and then yeah, we got the Tentacle just before. So there are our 3 shinies for the year so far. Your first shiny of 2026 was a Costume Jiggly. You also got a Costume Pika. Yeah, I think the shiny odds for all the costume stuff over the New Year's were boosted. Found a shiny Costume Jiggly on New Year's Eve. January 3rd was today you got a shiny Sableye. And you got Piplup. Yeah, because it was a Comday Classic, I didn't really bother with it. I was like, I've already got this shiny. And I'm doing other stuff on Saturday sort of thing, so I didn't bother with it. You got 11 Piplups. What did I get for Christmas? As in like Christmas gifts or which shinies that I got for Christmas? Because if it's shinies, I didn't get any shinies over the Christmas period because I was sick, so I wasn't really playing the game. Spent most of my time laying around dying over the Christmas New Year's period, which is unfortunate. As for presents, the only real presents that I got this year were from Eilish. Because yeah, we don't really do gifts in my family anymore. Since we're all older now, it's more of just a time to be together and all that sort of stuff. It's not really a gift giving time. No, but I got some cool stuff off Eilish. I think the coolest thing that I got was a picture of us together that she printed out and framed, which I was happy with. The background was neat. You got 41 Piplups. Bro, you literally got all the shinies on the last day. Yeah, but I got some other stuff, like Eilish, she got me a Fallout t-shirt, like a knitted Fallout blanket thing. What else? A Doom, like one of those ducks, the ducks in a costume, the tub things. I've got a bunch of Doom Eternal ones, but she bought me the Doom Dark Ages duck. And then, yeah, the framed picture that she printed out for me, which is my favourite thing. And then, yeah, I gave her a book nook that she wanted, sort of thing, that we have to build. What else did I get her? Book nook. Oh my god, what did I buy? I'm doing it like drawing a picture for her that I'm still working on that I haven't given her yet, unfortunately. Oh yeah, and a picture that I bought her of the Joker, because she's a big fan of the Joker, so it's like this printed Joker picture that I framed up. So it was that, some Pokemon glasses that were sort of for both of us, the book nook, and a picture that I'm drawing up for her. That should be finished, I want to say, over the next few days. Unfortunately, yeah, because I was sick over New Year's and Christmas and stuff like that, I just didn't get the time to finish it, just because I was sick, so just wasn't feeling up to working on like drawings and stuff. Hasn't the Fallout movie confirmed? I don't know if there's a movie. I know that there's a series. Yeah, I don't know if they're doing a movie. You got old-fashioned music box that you can crank the handle to play, and it plays the Sailor Moon theme. Nice. Your sister gave it to you. Alright, 10 minutes. I didn't time this too well. I am back at the car. And I've still got 10 minutes to go. Didn't put incense on today. No, I didn't need it because I've got 4 of these shinies, so it's not a big necessity. The person I'm talking about isn't my wife. No, she's a friend of mine. No, definitely not wife or sister. Just a very good friend. Do the Dram Parade. It's a Dynamax thing, so just not into the Dynamax. No, that's alright, Cookie. Yep, somebody's being pulled over by the police. Or are they doing... I think they're doing random breath testing. That's weird, it's just one highway patrol car pulling people over. Fair enough. Actually, while I'm here... We're at the car, so we may as well... get some water. I need to change that. It's warm. Alright. You did some Drampa Dynamax last night. Yep. Until I start paying attention to where I'm walking because there's like a really low hanging branch there that you can beat it with 2 people. Oh, the Drampa. Can't do them because you don't have any good Dynamax. And you don't have many friends. There is things that you can jump onto, like Discord and like different Discord groups. The Leak Duck app and the Pokegenie app that you can use that can help you get into raids and Dynamax and stuff like that. So if you don't have a lot of friends on your friends list, there's still a lot of very useful alternatives that you can use. The Euro Tour in New Zealand. Leak Duck has a pen pal page, yeah. Yeah, and because I'm pretty sure you can only use the Leak Duck app if you're on Android, but there is a website as well that you can go to if you're on iOS. You use the website. even though you have a sun. Why don't you just get the app? It would be so much easier getting the app. Alright, so we've got 5 minutes left. I will walk to this gym and then we'll just turn around and head back to the car. I need to work on friendship points with Skyline. I do. We do get our friendship interaction every week during right now. I'm too bad at remembering that stuff. You're not allowed to use Discord or anything. That's why it's like if you just get the Leak Duck app, there's no sort of like actual messaging and all that sort of stuff. It's more of just a resource that you can use to add people. So there might be it might be better for like, you know, you might actually be able to use that since there's no actual interaction with anybody. We didn't last week because I didn't read. I know, like I said, I was sick on New Year's, unfortunately. The plan was to stream, but on Tuesday night I started. It was like one of my like migraine headaches. I'll be okay by Wednesday, and then yeah, woke up and was sick like all Wednesday, feeling nauseous. I ended up throwing up. I was eating ibuprofen and Panadol all day, sort of thing, trying to get rid of my headache because I had plans for Eilish to come up and spend New Year's with me, and she ended up coming up, but I basically slept all night. She was on the couch on her phone, and I was sleeping all night. And then we went and watched fireworks, and basically just went back to bed. So yeah, it wasn't the best night for New Year's, unfortunately. Alright, I think that's going to do us, guys. I'm going to turn around and start walking back to the car rather than continuing to walk, even though we've only got 3 minutes left. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get the Barboach shiny, but we did get ourselves a Tentacool, so it's better than nothing. We did get a shiny tonight, just not the shiny that we were intending to get. What's my favorite shiny? Charizard. I know, I'm basic. It's my favorite Pokemon, and it's my favorite, like, I'm a Gen 1, so. Oh man, I should have been walking this way the whole time. The breeze is actually quite nice to be walking. I walked around the trail the wrong way. That was me on Saturday, migraine illness. Yeah, it's not fun. It just sucks because I thought that I was getting over being sick because I was sick over Christmas, and then yeah, the Monday before New Year's I went to the beach. Like it was a warm day, so me and Eilish went to the beach for the day, and yeah, I was out in the sun and swimming and having a good time, and I was like, oh yeah, cool, like I'm getting over it, I'm gonna have a good New Year's. And then yeah, Tuesday night and then all of Wednesday just was bad. I think unfortunately it was going out into the sun on Monday and spending time out and about just didn't go well for my dehydration because I was already dehydrated, and then yeah, being out in the sun all day just wasn't great. Hey Fitzy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I mean, better late than never, eh? Charizard, basically. Yeah. Like you can talk. Bet you your favorite Pokemon is Pikachu. Not a fan, especially dealing with it at work. Yeah, that would be bad. I mean, at least I wasn't really having to do anything else, but just the fact, I mean, I'm glad that I don't get them as much as I used to. Like I used to get migraines and stuff on a fairly regular, I'm not going to say like regular basis, but just, I did get them. every so often. They're few and far between these days, which is good. 40 degrees, I know, dude. I'm glad that I get to sit in the car to do rain hour tomorrow, so I can at least have air conditioning. But yeah, it's going to be 41 tomorrow, then like mid-30s on Thursday, and then back up to 41 on Friday. So yeah, the next couple of days are going to be just a bit spicy here in Melbourne. But then, thankfully, over the weekend, it's going to be like low to mid-20s. So at least for raid day, I'm not going to be dying in a car in 40-degree weather all day. Arcanine's actually... Oh, so you go with that pretend legendary. And so you're a Gen 1er as well, dude, so shush. You can't say anything. Tomorrow when raid day, you'll have notifications, so hopefully you remind me. So again, yeah, raid day is not oh, well, raid hour is tomorrow, sorry. Raid day is on Sunday. But yeah, the raid hour stream will be the same time as tonight's stream. Just tomorrow, sort of thing. So whatever time it was for you, yeah, same thing for tomorrow. 41, oh, and you're stuck at work with... That's a bit harsh, dude. That's not what you want, to be around kids 41 degree day. What time again for raid hour? The same time as tonight's stream. Your face is a pretend legendary. I mean, I don't know if that's an insult or that can be taken both ways. Like, it could either be an insult or it could just be, hey, like, my face is legendary. That's a good thing? Yes, maybe? 39 degrees on Saturday. Hey, Alaskan, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Yeah, we've been pretty good. Oh, actually, when I say, oh no, we've been pretty good. No, we have not been. I've been sick over New Year's and Christmas, so that wasn't fun. But I hope you've been good, dude. Zero, so another 12 a.m. crime for you. Try and get some sleep during the day then, dude. And then hopefully it won't be so bad at night. Damn, you need Eilish here to up. Yeah, she's not feeling well at the moment, sort of thing. So yeah, she could have been lurking in tonight's stream, but she wasn't being sociable or anything. She's had a long day at work. Hasn't been feeling the best over the last week or so. Yeah, thankfully I am feeling better now, Alaskan, and I'm still just, like, I'm not getting over it. I'm just clearing stuff out, so just blowing my nose a little bit and coughing a little bit. But other than that, I've been fine. Today has probably been the best day. Finally feel like I've cleared out most of the congestion, so I've been able to breathe all day. And I haven't been coughing nowhere near as much today, sort of thing. But again, it's just been clearing stuff out. So I'm well and truly over it. It's just, yeah, just basically body doing housekeeping at this moment, at this point. Yeah, it's only 11 p.m. right now. Sawa, how you doing? Welcome in. You're like 23 hours ahead of you. Yeah, in Australia, our time zone is, I think, in between 18 to 20 hours, something like that, when it comes to America, depending on what coast you are. Yeah, the flu hit hard this year. I did have influenza, and it was flu-like symptoms, but I don't think it was like full-blown flu. Because I was sick at the end of November, like towards like mid to the end of November, and I felt like that was worse than what this sickness was. This sickness didn't last as long. You just caught the new crab thing, 98% dex entry. Hey, nice. That's amazing. You don't have to work, so just beg for money from your parents. Don't get as much as you guys, though. I wish I got money. That would be nice. I gotta win Tats Lotto. Win myself... $20 million Powerball. Yeah. I mean, I'd definitely take one of those 100 million draws that we have every now and again. That would be nice. 100 mil, set for life, buy several houses, contribute to the housing crisis, rent them out, become a tycoon. Property baron. November is your birthday. You want to start a business or something and get into stocks? I mean, everybody wants to do that, dude. Unfortunately, I think it's something like 90% of people like that start businesses, they end up failing, sort of thing. So you have to have a good idea and be like really persistent with it when it comes to trying to run a business. And stocks, everybody looks at stocks at being like, hey, it's like crypto, I'm going to become the next millionaire and do this, but it's just like the vast majority of people that get into it don't really make a lot from it. You'll be lucky to break even, sort of thing. Side note, this thing's just a hairy kingler. Sounds like something you'd find on Grindr. Yeah, don't get into like... Yeah, I mean, of course, don't gamble if you're too young to... I'm not, like, promoting gambling and telling people to, like, yeah, if you're not old enough to get, like, don't do that. But it would be nice. I'm not big into gambling, and, like, I'll buy, like, lottery tickets every now and again. If it's, like, one of the big super draws sort of thing, I'll be like, I mean, you gotta be in it to win it sort of thing. But I'm usually pretty good when I enter that stuff. I'll spend like 20, 30 bucks on tickets, and then most of the time I'll win my money back, and I'll be like, cool. I made a couple of dollars. I'll spend like $30, I'll win like $33, and I'll be like, I mean, cool. I made myself $3. Stocks are a scam. I mean, you can make a lot of money getting into it, but the vast majority of it is like insider trading and stuff like that these days. So it's like you've got to know people that are in it to actually be successful in it. It's very hard to just get into it and just, get millions of dollars from it, sort of thing. You bet he'll be fine. He seems smart. Cooking, you will be the stock kings. I mean, cool. I mean, if you want to get into it, that's on you, dude. I'm just telling you how reality works. But go for it, dude. 99 failed due to not understanding from what you can gather with stocks. And like I said, it's the same as crypto, dude. It's just like you got to know the right people that are gonna basically give you a heads up when it comes to that sort of stuff. It's very hard to just get into it and just become multi-millionaire overnight, sort of thing. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. Some people just get lucky and just invest in the right time, but it's like the vast majority of people, yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. You just win money on horses. Like Warren Buffett is a multi-billionaire from it because he knew what he was doing. Yeah, it's like I said, it's not that easy, dude. It's just like he also knew a lot of people that were in the business that he was businesses that he was trading in, and there's a lot of inside trading that goes in and on it. So it may seem like he knew what he was doing, but it's just like it's about who you know, not what you know. He was told what to invest in at the right time so he could profiteer off of. There's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes, and you spend more. That's what it's like with gambling and anything like that, dude. Like the vast majority of people are going to end up spending more than they're going to win. And at the end of the day, that's what crypto and stocks are. And it's another form of gambling. You're just hoping that you're going to get that huge payoff. But yeah, if it was that easy, more people would be. There would be everybody that invested in stocks and everybody that invested in crypto would become a millionaire overnight, but that doesn't happen. Your parents buy you scratchies so you and your sister can have fun too. Raid hour tomorrow is Genesect. Yay. We have Genesect for the next 2 weeks. Because we got 2 of its drives towards the end of last year, and then we had Reshiram and Zekrom and Kirim and all that sort of stuff. And then, yeah, now we're getting the other 2 drives that we didn't get. So, yeah, 2 weeks of really dead raid hours because no one cares about Genesect because it's one of the most useless Pokemon that you can have. Your parents are amazing. You like... Well, that's good. And it's a good thing that you that you like your parents. Your grandpa's horse won a race in New Zealand by literally a nose. Jimmy not leaving the Carmera. Not during raid hour, no. I probably won't be leaving the house for the day. I'm going to be staying at home all day. Taking it pretty easy tomorrow, I think. Don't think tomorrow's going to be a good workout day. Being 40 degrees, I think I'll stay in the air conditioning and do what I can not to die. And then, yeah, for raid hour, I'll be in the car. But I'm even, it's just like, because it's Genesect, I'm just like 41 degrees having to sit in the car to host Genesect raids. I'm like, do I really want to? I will. But it's one of those ones where I really don't want to. Genesect, oh dear, yeah, I know, and like I said, we've got it for the next 2 weeks. It's like they don't want people spending money on raids. Fly, go away. But we do have a raid date. Fly, go away. We do have the Kirim Fusion Day on Saturday. Fly, go, they're flipping away. Floppity floppity floop, go away. If you won the jackpot one day, you'd come back to the stream and turn it. Well, I appreciate that, Cookie. You better be donating a fair bit. You know, you just won Lotto. Sorry, no, I'm expecting at least a crisp hundo. Not too greedy. Just a crisp hundo. That'll be nice. You'll pass on Janet. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be passing on tomorrow night's raid hour just quietly. Your friend in New Zealand got a hundo Genesect from the first raid. Yeah, unfortunately, it's still as useless as a normal Genesect because it's Genesect, and Genesect is it's not a good Pokemon. You only have 1 pass this week, not sure. You want to waste it on Bugbot? Yeah, like I said, we have Fusion, like Kirim Fusion Day on Saturday, so I think most people will be saving their passes for that, just quietly. Oh, good, one more for us. Yeah, you keep your money that you win, dude. I appreciate the generosity, but it's, yeah. Alright, anyway, guys. I am going to wrap up the stream for the night so I can go home and just take it easy for the night. Have some water, kick back, have dinner, all of that good stuff. You guess you just like how cool it is. You need the fusion energy, think you'll wait. Yeah, I think that most people will be looking for fusion energy sort of thing, so we'll see how the weekend goes. I don't think it's going to be the busiest of raid days, but people will probably be after some fusions for Zekrom and Kirim, for Reshiram rather. Though you really want Kirim to fuse. Yeah, so like I said, that's what we'll be hosting on Saturday. But yeah, alrighty guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream for tonight. So thank you for everybody that has tuned into tonight's stream. Much appreciated. What are we sitting on? 14 likes. So only 6 likes away from 20, guys. So if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow evening to host Genesect raids, unfortunately. Is it Sunday, Saturday? No, it's Saturday. I think it's Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's Saturday. Kirim raid day. Yeah, Saturday, January 10th. So yeah. Alrighty guys. Like I said, thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe, happy hunting. good luck for your Spotlight Hour. Hopefully you guys will get the shinies, hundos, shundos, all of that good stuff. And then, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow evening for Genesect raids, which is fantastic. No, that's all good, Cookie. If you don't join for Genesect, you'll be... Oh, no, that's cool. That's cool. We'll be here either way. So, yeah, alrighty, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.